Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today, and the Houston Rockets are so back. I did a video about the Houston Rockets being back after beating the Lakers, but after watching the way the Rockets played last night, I just wanted to talk about this again because people continue to hate on the Houston Rockets, and there have been a lot of people who have been saying this team is great. This team is showing great things. They're showing that a young team like them can go out there and win basketball games like they've been doing, and they've been maturing and they've been showing really good basketball. And Ime Udoka has been a really good job as leading as their head coach. But there's been so many salty people, and I've been looking in the comment sections of highlight reels, whether it's on House of Highlights or whether it's on the NBA YouTube channel of these Rockets games. And I've been looking over the last couple of games. I think when the Rockets beat the Kings on Monday, the Lakers when we beat the Lakers on Wednesday, and then last night when we beat the Pelicans on Friday, of what some of the people are commenting, like the Rockets are still a lottery team, the Rockets still suck. But I'm just gonna say it feels like a lot of people that are still saying that stuff are casuals and they're not watching the games. Because if you're watching the Rockets, I know I'm a Rockets fan and this could seem biased, but the Rockets are not I'm not going to push it and say the Rockets are a playoff team, because they could be. If they keep it up, they will be a playoff team. But I think I think what we've seen in the last 3 seasons, this team is a lot better, and they've improved, and they've showed that in the last 5 games. And I think this team has enough talent to make it into a play-in game. I don't know. I mean, right now, I will say if they play this type of basketball the rest of the season, they will be a top 6 seed in the Western Conference. But I think that's going to be a big question. Can they continue to play basketball like this? But I think that if they start to struggle a little bit, I still think the Rockets will finish as a top 10 seed in the Western Conference. I think they have talent. They play great team basketball. They're a good 3-point shooting team. They have a lot of good scorers like Jalen Green, Alperen Sengun, Fred VanVleet, Dylan Brooks, Jabari Smith Jr. They also have great defense. They're top 10 in defensive net rating right now. Or going into the Pelicans game, I think they were 8th or 7th in the NBA. So the Rockets played some really good defense last night, so I think that probably is at the same, if not better, than it was going into the Pelicans game. They've been pretty solid at rebounding so far. I mean, hasn't been great, but it's been solid, and just got one of their best rebounders back on the team the other night on Wednesday, Tari Eason, who had 9 rebounds in the game against the Lakers, and then I think he had 7 against the Pelicans last night. And Tari Eason has looked pretty solid to start off the season. He's a really nice young player for this team. And I think right now, you look at the way this team plays, and the way this team is led by Ime Udoka, and it is very promising. And I think that the Houston Rockets, as of right now, are the biggest surprise of the NBA so far this season. Not to me, but I think to other people. And I think I've said it. And I know people are saying it, now. But no one's gonna go look back of what I said before. But I said before the season, the Houston Rockets will be the Utah Jazz of this season. Now, I'm not saying the Rockets are going to slip down after a great start and fall all the way down to the 12 seed or the 13 seed, wherever the Jazz finished to. But I just saw the Houston Rockets as the Utah Jazz of the season. Just a lot of people picking them to be in the bottom of the Western Conference. A lot of young talent and veteran talent on their team mixed in between the roster, just like the Jazz kind of had last year. And it just felt a lot like the Jazz team last year, and I kind of felt that. And I said it multiple times in the preseason and training camp, just feeling good vibes from this team. And right now they have felt like the Utah Jazz of the 2023-24 season compared to last season. But they've been playing great basketball. They have a lot of talent. Jalen Green, Alperen Sengun has been their best player, averaging 19 points with 8 rebounds and 6 assists per game as a center, by the way. And has been great defensively for the Houston Rockets, too. He's averaging 1 steal per game, which, keep in mind, Alperen Sengun was not a good defender before. Fred VanVleet's been playing great. He's averaging 16 points per game, hit 2 clutch threes last night to help the Rockets get the win. And he's also top 5 in assists in the NBA, averaging 8.4. Dylan Brooks has been great defensively, leading this team defensively, and has been outstanding. And Jabari Smith Jr. has been pretty solid doing his job as well. And right now, the Houston Rockets team looks like they're not going away. I think they're here to stay. But I think we got to take this one game at a time, because if you look at the remaining schedule for the Rocket, or not the remaining schedule, but the upcoming schedule, it gets very hard down the road. They play Sunday tomorrow against the Denver Nuggets. That's going to be a tough one, even though it's at home and they're without Jamal Murray. That's going to be a very tough game. Then the Rockets, after potentially their winning streak goes to 6, or their winning streak ends against the Denver Nuggets tomorrow, they have a lot of time off. They wouldn't play till Friday against the Clippers in the in-season tournament. And then they would play the Lakers in Los Angeles. I would assume Anthony Davis would play in this game. And then they have the first back-to-back of the season against the Warriors. So the next 4 games with a 5-3 record are the Nuggets, the Clippers, the Lakers, the Warriors, and then after that, they play the Grizzlies. That should be a win. The Grizzlies are not great at this year at all. But then the next 4 games after that, the Nuggets, the Mavericks, the Nuggets again, and the Lakers. So, this schedule in November, the rest of November, gets a little bit rough. And right now, I think we got to take it one game at a time. But right now, this team looks really good, and I can't wait to see what this team continues to do. I'm really excited. That's it, the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts, and peace out. Go Rockets.